Yes, people. What's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football, and I'm back again with another video. Today, we got a lot of breaking news for that ass. We're going to be talking about Mudryk. We're going to be talking about Joao Felix. We're going to be talking about the title race. We're going to be talking about the FA charging Arsenal for misconduct. We're also going to be talking about Gabriel Jesus' injury and a little bit more. And a little birdie, the Daily Mail, are saying Chelsea might be backing off from Mudryk. Chelsea might not be as interested in Mudryk as it seems, because if I'm not mistaken, if the player doesn't want to join you, do you still want to get that player? Hmm. Could be a Rafinha situation all over again, where Fabrizio Romano tweeted today an update, but not really giving us too much news. But yesterday I didn't do a video, so I got a lot of stuff for you guys in the last 48 hours. Some things have changed, some things are still the same, but the main thing is 4 to 5 different publications have made it verbally confirmed that Arsenal are not only going for Mudryk, but they are going for both at the same time. And it's not a situation where we're trying to see who we're going to go for. It's a situation where they might actually try to land both Mudryk and Joao Felix. Now, let me just let you guys know, I'm obviously wearing the Arsenal kit from the last time we were in the Champions League. Next season's kit will be the first kit in a long time where we can actually say we're back in the Champions League, hopefully. And this season, hopefully, this season becomes iconic because we could potentially win the Premier League this year, right? But first, let's get some of these signings through the door. So right now, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little update. Hope everyone's well. We got the people in the chat saying first, Spurs are struggling against Portsmouth. I didn't even know they were playing. I don't give a shit about Spurs right now. Who? Tottenham Hotspur? What? Anyways, let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it, people. We got a lot to talk about today. So I'm gonna show you guys the first article. This is the first article right here, and what it's talking about. If you guys don't know, you guys probably seen this picture everywhere. You probably seen this picture everywhere, but it's talking about Mudryk and Joao Felix. Reports coming out that Arsenal want to sign both of them, as you can see right there, with the fire emojis and everything. And it's not Mudryk, Real Madrid Mudryk. It's Mudryk. The way that his name is pronounced and the way that it's spelled is two different things. I think the Y, it's Mudryk, and it sounds like Mudryk, but it's different. Anyways, long story short, let me show you guys what is being said. And people in the chat, let me know where you're watching from. Hope everyone's doing well. But yeah, this was reported yesterday around midday yesterday. So midday yesterday, David Ornstein from The Athletic. You had Sky Sports, Steph. What does this person look like? Yeah, you guys know, Darmisham. And then you have Sam from The Telegraph, all confirming that Arsenal are now intensifying their efforts to sign Joao Felix, as you can see. And in addition to that, they're confident of reaching agreement with Shakhtar about Mudryk. So it seems like this whole thing around Chelsea was just a deterrent. It was just trying to distract us. If we get both of them, team are gonna be scared, bro. I'm telling you, Devo, if we get either of them, teams are gonna be running. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be scared. Cause look, one has Ballon d'Or potential. The other one already won a Golden Boy. The other one already won Golden Boy. He already won the Golden Boy award. Like, they're both highly, highly rated players in world football. That can't be disrespected. Like, we're trying to make quality additions in the middle of the season, and we have aspirations to do something bigger than just get top four. This is genuine ambition to win a Premier League. Like, and it's not banter. Like, we're serious about actually trying to push to win the Premier League. And Joao Felix and Mudryk are options at this moment in time. We could pull this off. We genuinely could pull this off. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be able to get both over the line this window. That might be a little bit too difficult, but we are trying as a club to get both of them over the door. And yesterday, I had a conversation with a lot of people about this deal. LOL, agree with Eagle 100%. What do you agree with me on? Let me know what you agree with me on. But yeah, Devo, imagine a team that's in the Europa League has this type of pull. What happened? How quick time can change. How quickly time can change. Just last year, people were saying, "Oh, Arsenal. Why would they join Arsenal? Why would people come to Arsenal? Why would things go to Arsenal?" Not anymore. Not anymore, ladies and gentlemen. We're not hearing those. We're not hearing those shouts. We're not hearing those shouts, are we? We're hearing people say, "Oh, Arsenal's the most. Arsenal's the best location for everyone at this moment in time." Anyone who's looking to be an attacker, anyone who's looking to be an attacking midfielder, any major options in world football that are looking at that are looking to push on and go to the next level, they should definitely be considering Arsenal. Because right now, let's be honest, Arsenal is the big dogs in Europe. Like, we literally are the best performing team in Europe at this moment in time. We have not accomplished anything yet. I will admit that we haven't accomplished anything yet. We still need to get over the line. But if we do get over the line, I back us to continue to keep this all going. Like, I really do. And Mikhailo Mudryk and Joao Felix both see the potential Arsenal have. They both see the situation that we're currently in. They both see the fact that we could get them in this window and we could push on and potentially do something even greater. That is massive. That is massive for them. And I just want to point out, Chelsea might actually be cooling interest. But before we get into the Chelsea side of things, there's just so much stuff that's happened in the last like 24 to 48 hours that I kind of show you guys everything and show you all the evidence and everything that we have before we move on to the next couple of stages. So we know that Ben Jacobs gave us a full synopsis of what was going down a couple of days ago on the 5th when we spoke, right? Since then, we since then the media have been attacking us. We've already known that Chelsea were interested. They're trying to make drama that Chelsea are actually going to go in for them. They're trying to say Man United are going to sign Felix. Man United have made it clear they don't want to spend the money that Atletico Madrid want for Felix. And if it came down to Manchester United or Arsenal, Joao Felix would actually prefer to join Arsenal due to the fact that he has relationships with said players who've played at the club, like what do you call it, his former teammate in Thomas Partey. And then you have the Mikhailo Mudryk side of things. We've been scouting the player for well over a year. We've known about him since the summer. We could have signed him in the summer. We made a mistake personally, in my opinion, not trying to get the deal done in the summer when we had the opportunity. But guess what? These things happen. We move on. And then we find ourselves in a situation now where we can potentially land both of them. And everyone is still talking about the potential of us landing both of them. Mikhailo Mudryk is doing a big push, tweeting out a bunch of madness on Twitter right now, liking a bunch of madness on Instagram every moment, and that stuff is helping us because Chelsea are seeing the activities that he's doing on social media, and they're saying to themselves, "This player doesn't even want to join us. We are pushing for a player who doesn't even want to join us." That's what they're thinking to themselves. That is what they're thinking to themselves. Because if you guys haven't seen, Modric is not playing games, bro. He's not playing games. Look at this. Let me show you what this guy is posting on socials right now, because he's been posting these cryptic messages for a while now. Modric's basically saying he liked a post that says Modric doesn't want Chelsea. He doesn't want Chelsea, right? And then you not only is he liking posts that says he doesn't want Chelsea, but then there's other posts coming out every couple seconds. I can't find it right now, but yeah. So at this moment in time, with the title race heating up, as we already know, and Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta are going to be going toe to toe. Pep Guardiola is going to be playing his mind games. There's so many other rumors coming out, but let's go from the beginning. Here is okay. Yeah, here it is. So this is the beginning, right? So yesterday we seen reports saying that Arsenal are stepping up their interest in Joao Felix. That is the first thing that I seen. Sam Dean was one of the people from the Telegraph who confirmed that. Then you had a situation where Sam Dean, yeah, this is what he said exactly. He said Arsenal. Let me just put this full screen for you guys so you guys can see it. I'm gonna show you guys this part right here. So that part is the important part. That part is the important part right there. The first sentence, because I feel like Arsenal will not be dragged into a bidding war with Chelsea over Mudryk and are confident the 22-year-old will join them. This right there gives me some reassurance that we don't think Chelsea are a serious threat at this moment in time. We don't view Chelsea as a threat in this situation. We don't want to get into a bidding war. But the thing I look at is that final sentence. Arsenal remain confident. Arsenal remain confident that the 22-year-old will still join them. We remain confident. Like, that is massive. Like, let's not underestimate the choice of wording that they're using. Like, they're using words that, like, Arsenal remained confident of signing thing. That's similar to what Barcelona, they were confident they were going to still get Rafinha. They were still confident they were going to get some of their signings over the door. So when you hear stuff like this, Arsenal are not going to get dragged into a bidding war. That means if Chelsea bid a certain amount, we're just going to say, you know what, we'll walk away. Shakhtar, you have a choice. This is our price. If the player wants to join us and he doesn't want to join Chelsea, call us, knock on our door, let us know that the player is ours for this price. Because if we value the player at 60 million plus 15 million in add-ons, and we're giving you 75 million euros, and Chelsea come giving you 80 million euros, 5 million more, but the player wants to join Arsenal, you're gonna have to bite the bullet and give us the player for the price that we asked for, right? Then you have the second part of the tweet where he says Arsenal won't go over their valuation for the player. Alongside Mudryk's pursuit, they are also stepping up their interest in Joao Felix. Now, with the interest in Joao Felix being stepped up, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. What I will be surprised though, I'll be surprised if Arsenal pull off both. I will be extremely surprised if Arsenal somehow pull off both deals. Because if Arsenal can somehow get Joao Felix and Mykhailo Mudryk this window, that is ridiculous level of squad depth that we've improved in such a short time period. That's a ridiculous level of squad depth that we would be improving. We would be going from having Eddie Nketiah and Emil Smith Rowe as our only options off the bench to now having Eddie Nketiah, Emil Smith Rowe, Joao Felix, Reece Nelson, just all these other attacking options, and we could literally have a team that's competing on all fronts. All fronts. We could have a team that's competing on all fronts. That's how crazy this is. That's how intense this is. Now, I agree. Tielemans is overrated. Where are you guys talking about Tielemans? I didn't even notice you guys talking about Tielemans. Can Mudryk do the Anthony spin? I'm pretty sure he can. Like, that's not really that difficult to do. If you're that, let's be honest. Like, he's just doing a spin. Anyways, we know where Anthony got that spin for idea thing from. Anyways, it's not like it's not a signature move or anything. It's not like he friggin' I don't even know where to go with that. Let's just stop talking about Anthony. That's a United player. It's their business. But yeah, so a lot of people just quoting what Sam was saying from the Telegraph. A lot of people quoting Sam, but then yeah, more quotes from Sam. This one here was quite interesting. So this was from the Guardian, right? The Guardian. Chelsea hope to beat Arsenal to the signing of Mudryk after positive talks with Shakhtar over the deal, but Arsenal remain favorites to sign Mudryk. Now, are we just going to continue to hear the same jargon every second? Every time? Are we just going to hear the same story every time? Because it's starting to get boring. It is starting to get extremely boring. Very boring. It reminds me of this story. It reminds me of Youri Tielemans. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys, this Youri Tielemans story is an opinion piece from Now Arsenal. He's doing an update from Brendan Rodgers regarding Youri Tielemans' future and if Arsenal are alert of the situation. So Youri Tielemans is set to be sold after failing to agree a contract extension. They want to sell him. He could end up being sold to a Newcastle. He could end up being sold to somebody else. But it looks like Leicester want to sell him this transfer window because he's not going to sign a new contract. He's not staying at Leicester. Tielemans wants to leave. Tielemans wants out. if he does want out, where could he end up? Because I don't see Arsenal coming in and spending money on Tielemans. Do you guys agree? If we sign Mudryk, that's like upgrading. Also signing Rafinha to Mudryk. We went from almost signing Rafinha to Mudryk. Yeah, big time. Look, man, at this moment in time, everyone wants to join us. Iga, is this guy really worth it? Okay, we do this all the time. We always speak about money. What is worth? What is worth? What is a Premier League win this season worth to you? What is a player who is 22 years old, who could come into your team, has the potential to be one of your more technically gifted players in the team? This is a player who I would compare ability wise to somebody like Haleb. If you guys remember Haleb, someone who's technically gifted on the ball, he's his pace and his ability to run at defenders and his just overall ability to disrupt. He would carry the ball from one end to the other. You guys remember his goal that he scored against Celtic this season. He literally is a one man uh, fast break. He literally just grabs the ball, takes it from the from one end, goes drives 90 yards all the way into the attack, and he can finish it off with ease. This is a guy who has the potential to be a Ballon d'Or type player, as the Brighton manager said. And when it comes down to the age and the profile that he is, he could be the best winger in the Premier League come a couple years. He has that ability in him. Now, I'm not taking away from what we currently have. We have bukayo Saka, we have Martinelli. They're both all really good players. I'm not saying Mykhailo Mudryk is better than them or has a higher potential than them. Everyone has great potential. It just means can they reach it? But Mykhailo Mudryk, his intangibles are there. It's just nowadays you have to pay a ridiculous amount of money for players. And the reason why they value him so high is because of other players going in the market for similar prices. Jack Grealish went for 100 million. Anthony went for 80 something million. So is he worth it? Yes. Is he gonna perform up to the level to show that he's worth it? I think he will, but we'll have to wait and see. At this moment in time, you can never really say somebody's worth it until they come in through the door. I thought Neymar was going to be worth the 200 something million that PSG paid for him. I guess he was when you really think about it, but did he ever accomplish the Champions League that they wanted? No. They never got the Champions League that they wanted. But is Mykhailo Mudryk worth that money? I think he is. Is he going to ever perform to the level where he's worth that money? Yes. And he's of an age where he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. To compare him to Haleb, I don't know if a lot of you guys know Haleb, but Haleb was one of the most technically gifted wingers we've had who played in that that right attacking midfield role. This guy's going to be playing on the left. If I think we forgot, bro, I think we forgot about Mudryk. I don't think we have. I think Mudryk is still the number one option for us. I think Mudryk is the guy that we want, and he's the guy that we're going to go for until the end. I don't believe we're going to stop. I don't think we're ever going to stop on Mudryk. Now, a lot of people say Felix is better option than Mudryk. You know what? I don't necessarily disagree in the sense that he's more versatile. Mudryk is way more versatile. I mean, sorry. Thing is, Joao Felix is way more versatile than Mudryk. That is true. Joao Felix is way more versatile than Mudryk. Would Joao Felix be the better fit? At this point, it's not about fit. It's about bringing in players that we know and that we profiled that we think are going to be coming in and they're going to be able to make a big difference, right? That is what we're looking at. Now, just to say, Mikel Arteta has admitted that the squad needs strengthening. He's openly admitted that the squad needs strengthening, as you can see here. Football London, don't listen to this part. Ignore that part. Ignore that part, please. Because this part here doesn't make sense. Arsenal's tipped to sign 7 players, including Mudryk and Joao Felix. We might be linked to 7 players. Doesn't mean we're going to sign 7 players. You know who those 7 players are that we're linked to? Let me tell you. So they've linked us to 7 players. Let me show you guys what those 7 players are that they've linked us to, because this don't make sense. 7 players. What the hell are they talking about? So they've linked us to Mudryk, Felix, Tielemans, Declan Rice, Ferran Torres, Douglas Luiz, Wilfred Zaha. Personally, Wilfred Zaha is never going to happen, in my opinion. Douglas Luiz, you missed your opportunity on deadline day. That's not going to happen ever again. Declan Rice is a summer transfer. That's not going to happen now. Ferran Torres is an alternative to Mykhailo Mudryk, but it's a very much a last minute alternative. We're not going to do that right now. He's always there. We know the price. It's available to us as an alternative. We'll have to wait and see. And then Youri Tielemans, we already spoke about him. So in my opinion, from this article and their that article and their however many targets that they think we have don't make sense. It don't make sense to me. How are you saying we're linked to 7 players? And when you actually break it down from those said 7 players, how many of them are actual real targets that we would want? How many of them? It just makes no sense sometimes. This is why you need to actually take in and look at the article. Don't just look at the headline, because they say Arsenal might sign 7 players. No, Arsenal are not signing 7 players in January. Arsenal are linked to 7 players, and realistically, we can only get one we would only get Zaha if we didn't get this guy. We would only get Ferran Torres if we didn't get this guy. Declan Rice in January, never going to happen. Tielemans, probably off the table if it didn't happen in the summer. So these articles, a lot of them are clickbait, and a lot of them are just to try to engage, just to try to get people talking. But there's no way in hell Arsenal are going to sign 7 people in January. Just doesn't even make sense from a math perspective. It doesn't make sense. So that is what I was going to say. Trossard, Moutinho, these guys are not on our radar. That is the reality. The Brighton wingers that we keep talking about, I'm sorry, my friend, they're not on the radar. The club doesn't. The club has their targets, and Moutinho and Thing have not been spoken about as targets. They just haven't. Trossard has been spoken about as a target, but from his camp. Trossard has been linked to Arsenal, but it's come from the Trossard side of things, not the Arsenal side of things. That's the reality. Moutinho, we keep hearing about Moutinho. We're not in for the Brighton players. The only Brighton players that we're actually in for was Caicedo. Even McAllister, it was a link from who said it? Emmanuel Petit said we should go for the Brighton midfielder that won the World Cup. What's his name? McAllister. So all these Brighton players, we're actually not in for any of them besides Caicedo. Caicedo is the only Brighton midfielder we actually are in for. And Moutinho, Trossard, all these Brighton players you guys keep mentioning, we're not in for any of them except for Caicedo. So I would love to shop at Brighton, but understand when you're shopping within the Premier League, you're gonna have to overpay, like we had to pay 50 million for Ben White. You have to pay 50 million for Ben White. Don't forget that. 50 million. So how much do you think they're gonna want for Trossard? How much do you think they're gonna want? Actually, Trossard is pretty cheap, but how much do you think they want for some of these other players? Get the Brighton players out of your head. Just do that. Caicedo, Trossard, all these guys, just forget about them. Forget about the Brighton players. We're not going to be signing players within the Premier League in the January transfer window. It just costs way too much money to do that. Now we have over 145 people in the chat right now, and we only have like 7 or 8 likes. You guys can do much better than that. Hit that like button right now as we go on to the next update, right? As we go on to the next update, hit that like button right now, because there's a couple updates that I got to give you guys. Now, I'm just going to give you guys a quick update on Gabriel Jesus' status. If you guys don't know, Gabriel Jesus has a knee injury, and he's been trying to recover from that knee injury for a little while now. What has happened is he first injured his knee on December 2nd in a game versus Cameroon, right? For Brazil in the World Cup. So this is the update. Let me show you guys. It's great news, to be frank. So Gabriel Jesus is progressing well. He's no longer wearing a knee brace, and he's no longer in crutches. So this is he posted on his Instagram that he's no longer wearing a knee brace and he's no longer wearing crutches. The guy is an animal. The guy is an absolute animal. How is it that he got injured? How is it that he got injured a month ago and he's already walking with no knee brace and no crutches? Gabriel Jesus might be back way before schedule. I wouldn't be surprised if he's back for the Manchester City game. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he's back for the Manchester City game that we play February 15th. If he's back February 15th for that Manchester City game, imagine. Imagine. Leroy Sané is worth much money and would be an amazing purchase. You know what? The issue we have is you keep mentioning Leroy Sané. You keep mentioning all these players. Leroy Sané would never go back to Manchester City because of I've spoken to Dabs. Dabs told me Leroy Sané is one of the laziest defenders in that Man City team. Lazy. Why would Mikel Arteta sign Leroy Sané when he's one of the laziest defenders? Mikel Arteta wants a team that defends as a unit, and he was there when Leroy Sané was there. Maybe he would take him, but the reality is, from what I've heard, he's a lazy defender, and I don't know if Mikel Arteta wants to sign a player who's a lazy defender. That's the reality. All our players have to be switched on. We defend as a unit, we play as a unit, and if Mikel Arteta is going to want a player in that does anything, he's going to want players that work as a team. And from what I'm hearing, Leroy Sané is not that guy. Leroy Sané apparently is not that guy. That's what I'm hearing. Apparently, Leroy Sané is not that guy. So, with that being said, I don't believe Leroy Sané will be joining Arsenal Football Club in the foreseeable future. Well, at least as long as Mikel Arteta is here. And even if Mikel Arteta did sign him, he would have to change his game a lot to suit the way that we play. And would that be something that you want to bring in a January window? Or would you rather sign somebody who already does all the hard work? That is another thing we have to speak about, right? So I see what you guys are saying. Every time I watch Saka every week, his price seems to go up and up and up. Bukayo Saka at this moment in time is the third. He is the third most expensive player in the Premier League based off of potential and wages and his contract situation. So Bukayo Saka right now, only Erling Haaland and Phil Foden cost more than Bukayo Saka. That is the current situation we find ourselves in. Only those two clubs cost more. I mean, those two players cost more than Bukayo Saka. Nobody else cost more than Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka has broken the 100 million mark. If you guys don't know, Bukayo Saka is now part of the 100 million club. He's part of the 100 million club. Yes, he did that recently. There was an article that came out, and Bukayo Saka was part of the 100 million club. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about, because I don't know if you guys seen it, but Transfermarkt, they do the valuation for players. They valued Bukayo Saka at 100 million euros now. Now, finally, they value him at 100 million euros. So Bukayo Saka is officially a 100 million euro player at this moment in time. He is not only a 100 million euros player, he's the third most expensive player in the Premier League, and he is now the ninth most expensive player in world football. Bukayo Saka is literally the most expensive player in Arsenal Football Club history, based off Transfermarkt. And I'm not over exaggerating. So just goes to show you the value of the market value of players at this moment in time, because the market value is determined by what? Is determined by contract, age, potential, and performances. And he's performing outstandingly well. And this is euros, by the way. This is not pounds. This is euros. It's not pounds. He's not 100 million pounds yet. He's 100 million euros at this moment in time. So yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. Let's just quickly go to the FA charges, because the FA charged Arsenal. The FA charged Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the FA have charged Arsenal. Arsenal have been charged with some bullshit, but let's check it out. So what did Arsenal get charged with? What have Arsenal gotten charged with? Let me tell you guys what Arsenal got charged with. We got charged with surrounding the referee, and this was a breach of FA rules apparently. So let's see what it says. Arsenal have been charged with a breach of FA Rule E21 following the Premier League match against Newcastle on Tuesday, the 3rd of January 2023. It's alleged that Arsenal failed to ensure that their players conduct themselves in an orderly fashion in the 95th minute, and the club has uh, until the 10th of January to respond. So there you go. We Arsenal have been charged by the FA, and I think it's an absolute joke. I think it's a travesty. What do you want us to do? Like both teams were doing it. Somehow Newcastle didn't get charged by the FA. Somehow the FA didn't charge them. Don't make sense because they were doing just as much as we were. If I'm not mistaken, they were behaving just as disorderly as we were. If I'm not mistaken, they were running around in front of the referees also. If I'm not mistaken, they were doing a madness too. Why is it that Arsenal were the ones that were charged, but somehow Newcastle escaped charge in this situation? Somehow they escaped the charge. Somehow they bust case, but we're out here catching charges. It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Explain to me how Newcastle are not in trouble for this, but we are. Can someone please explain that to me? It doesn't make sense. Like, it's absolutely a joke. People in the chat, you guys let me know what you guys think, because if I'm not mistaken, I seen Newcastle players doing all sorts of shit. Doing all sorts of shit when it came down to trying to get referee decisions. And I could even show you guys some footage. I will show you guys blatant evidence that Newcastle did the same thing. They didn't do it as much as we did to them. You know what, bro? Pablo, guess what? I'm not complaining about the refereeing decision anymore. I'm just saying this is not keeping it consistent. This is not keeping it consistent. Is this keeping it consistent? Is this keeping it consistent? Come on. Come on. That's not keeping it consistent. You know what I mean? Yo, people are talking about, you know what? Diego Simeone taught Eddie Howe quite well. Diego Simeone taught Eddie Howe quite well. It's a fraudulent association, definitely. They've charged man 7 times this season already. Who they charged? They've charged Man United 7 times this season already. Have they? What? Man United have been charged 7 times. Damn. We only got charged once. Damn. I didn't know they got charged that many times. That's crazy. That's crazy. They got charged 7 times. Damn. Damn. Okay. So I'm just gonna give you guys a quick little update on something else quickly. Sorry. Anyways, moving back to this. Where am I? I need to show you guys this. So Chelsea want to sign Mudryk, right? Chelsea want to sign Mudryk, but this is why I don't believe it's gonna happen. This is why I think Chelsea are out. Sorry, people. Sorry. My apologies. But yeah, this is why I think Chelsea are out. So just so you know, this article is from the Daily Mail. It says Chelsea want reassurance that Mudryk wishes to join them before they go and before they go and do a full-on bid for the player. They also have some alternatives in Dani Olmo and Marcus Thuram. So Chelsea are already preparing alternatives for Mudryk. I don't believe Chelsea are serious about Mudryk. Chelsea might actually be out on Mudryk already. Chelsea might already be giving up and saying, you know what, you can have him, because the player has made it very clear to everybody across socials that he does not have any intention of joining Chelsea, and he would prefer to join Arsenal. Let me give you Exhibit A. liking posts on Twitter, consistently liking posts on Twitter saying free Mudryk, and even liking posts that say Mudryk doesn't want Chelsea. And this post specifically says Mudryk is aware of the interests of Chelsea and understands the winger made it clear to Shakhtar Donetsk that he wants to join the Premier League leaders Arsenal instead. So, with this being said, and the player making it clear that he doesn't want to join Chelsea, and the reports now coming out that Mudryk's liking Instagram posts saying he doesn't want to join Chelsea. Now Chelsea want reassurance that Mudryk wants to join them before they go toe to toe. They might not even submit a bid. They might not even submit a bid for the player. That's where we're at right now. They might not even bid. If Chelsea don't even bid, Shakhtar have no choice, and they won't have any golden ticket to make Arsenal pay more money. The ball is now in our court, ladies and gentlemen, and it's all because of Mudryk wanting to join Arsenal. He's putting the ball back in our court. Massive, massive. Because Chelsea are trying to entice the player with money. He don't want the money. He wants money, but obviously he doesn't care about joining a club that is currently in a situation that Chelsea are in. He would rather join the club that's in a better situation, and he's making the right decision because guess what? Guarantee you're going to play Champions League football next season. Guarantee you're going to compete for the Premier League this season. He's already posted Instagram posts of him saying free Mudryk. He's already posted Instagram posts of him saying I wanna get out of jail. There's just so much stuff about free Mudryk. It's been mad. The guy is literally constantly talking about getting freed, because he feels like they're holding him back. He wants to be let go. Some of these posts are hilarious. Check these out. So let me show you some of these posts. So this is one of them. This one made me cry. Someone made this. This is funny. Free Mudryk, the great escape. He's trying to escape from Shakhtar, right? Some of these posts are hilarious. But yeah, so with THURAM and some of these other players as options, now it makes sense. Doesn't matter what Mudryk wants. If nobody pays 88 million quid, he's not going anywhere. Do you really believe that? Don't you think there's any room for negotiation? Like clubs don't always get the price that they want. You have to understand that clubs don't always get the price that they want. That's the thing. We're making it seem like clubs always get what they want. They don't. 90% of the time, the club has to meet the other clubs somewhere in the middle. They do. Usually, they meet somewhere in the middle. That's what happens. And I think it's going to happen again this time. I really do believe it's going to happen. Somewhere in the middle, they're going to meet. That's what's going to happen. Somewhere they're going to meet in the middle. And then, yeah. So look, Mikhailo Mudryk, liking an Instagram post where it's his birthday, it don't mean nothing that he's liking these Instagram posts, besides the fact that Chelsea know that he wants to join Arsenal, and that if asked if he wants to join Chelsea, he might do this. If asked if he wants to join Chelsea, he might do this. This is what he might do. He might. You never know. You never know. Because it does seem like it. It does seem like it. It does seem like it. At this moment in time, Mudryk does seem like he doesn't want to join Chelsea. But yeah, people, that's my update. I've given you the update on that. I've given you an update on everything. The title race, we know what's going on with the title race. We know Chelsea, we know Man City are in this title race, and they're going to try to push to win it. Pep Guardiola has been making his points that Arsenal are going to get 100 points. I don't believe he's actually serious. But at this moment in time, this is what we got to focus on. Because if he comes to Arsenal and we could potentially pull off Joao Felix, it could be a great season for us. But yeah, people, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys are saying in the chat. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone's doing good today. I'm not going to do call-ins. I got to get back to work. But let me know if you have any questions right now in the chat. I'll answer any questions before. Keep listening to Pep. Never listen to Pep. You know what? Sometimes you got to listen to Pep, because when he talks, sometimes he does talk a lot of sense. When he talks, he does talk a lot of sense sometimes. Sometimes he just chats a lot of bullshit too. But hey, let's see what else is there. I've been doing a lot of posts lately on my YouTube, on my Twitter. You guys should check out my Twitter account, because I do a lot of posts on there, and I also have my TikTok where I do a lot of posts. And of course, you guys can become members of the channel by hitting that membership button. I recently did a post today on this. Check this post out. It's a good little post. Let me show you guys. That's the reason why I'm doing this video today. Gabriel Martinelli joined Arsenal for $7 million in the summer of 2019. But who's this guy and how did he find him? Well, Jonathan Vidali is the guy who's not spoken about much. He's an Arsenal scout and has been an Arsenal scout for several years now. He started working for Arsenal back in 2014 and is a retired footballer who played in Italy predominantly. He had an extensive career from 96 all the way to 2009. Why are we talking about him? Because he's the man who discovered who Gabriel Martinelli is, found him, brought him to the Arsenal recruitment staff, and signed him for £7 million. What a bargain he was. And since Gabriel Martinelli signed, he showed the hunger and desire to continue to push himself. He's even broken into the Brazil World Cup squad, every year improving his statistical output, and this season taking himself to new heights. This was not someone who was unknown, but he had a trial at Manchester United and they turned him away. Hence, when he signed the Arsenal contract, the rest was history. Yeah, so that's that. Let's see if there's anything else that I want to show you guys. Oh, this is actually embarrassing. Patrick's saying he would rather City win twice against them instead of them win. I've already showed you guys about THURAM to Chelsea. Already mentioned that. Oh yeah, look at this. A TikTok of me, a clip that I took from the Football Terrace, made it on the Sidemen Reacts. Oh, Aubameyang. Aubameyang thought when he did this video, Chelsea fans really thought when Aubameyang did this video that he wasn't scamming them. He literally scammed them. He scored 3 goals since this video. He's played 15 games. Honestly, he scammed the shit out of them. This is Tottenham. This is a Tottenham fan proof TV. Yeah, Tottenham fan proof TV. You kick it as much as you want. It doesn't break. The title race is going to be interesting. Upcoming games, as you can see there. I already did that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Don't do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else really to show you guys. Is there anything else to show you guys? I don't think there is. Let me just see if there's anything else to show you guys before we go. One more thing to show you guys. Is there anything else? Let me see. There was a video I posted. On yeah. Check this out if you guys haven't already seen this. Anyways, have yourselves a good one, guys. I'm gonna play this video as the outro. Let me know what you guys think.
Okay, so when I asked y'all how to get into soccer, y'all told me to find a team I like, find a player I like in the Premier League, and support them. So that's what we're about to do. We're going to find a team first, and I'm not going to lie, right off the bat, I want to be an Arsenal fan. Solely because the team name is cool as shit. Like, I'm not about to be a fan of no team with a lame-ass name. The fuck I look like supporting a team called Tottenham Hotspur? Hell nah. I'm rocking with Arsenal till I die. Fuck everybody else, word too. Hold on, let me see who our rival is. Oh, shit. Would you look at that? We beefing with Tottenham. Fuck Tottenham. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but fuck y'all. All right, let's get a favorite player now. Definitely not you. You play for Tottenham. And your forehead is offensively large. Ain't this the guy that missed the penalty against France too? Damn, it is. He sent that shit to the moon. Of course he would play for Tottenham. Fuck. Okay.
Yo, people, have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm going to continue to do the Arsenal updates over the next couple of days. But for the Oxford United game, I won't be doing a normal match reaction. I'll do a short 1-minute match reaction. And I'll be traveling over the next couple of days. So a different kind of scenery, but I'll still be putting out the content as normal. So keep an eye out for it. Check me out on all platforms. Make sure you do hit the like button. It is free. And continue to support the channel and continue to support all the content that I put out for you guys. And without you guys supporting, all this content is nothing. So make sure you guys do understand that I do love and support all the support you guys give me. Have yourselves a wonderful day. And yeah, it's going to be my birthday this upcoming Tuesday. And every January, I pretty much go out somewhere for my birthday. So this month, next week, no, tomorrow, I'm flying out to Malta. So you guys have yourself a wonderful day. Peace out, guys.